What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nateman65 and this is Stonblock3. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting out the video today, we are gonna be making a little bit more progress here with our Botania stuff. I have had to make a bit of a side project. We've got a bit of Tinkers up and running. I wanted to make the Manulin. I think the correct way of pronouncing this is Manulin cleaver. I've heard people pronounce this many different ways, that material, but I think Manulin is correct. So I've made a bunch of Manulin ingots, which includes going to the nether, getting a bunch of netherrack, crushing it with the hammer, and then running it through these crushing wheels, which gets you raw cobalt, raw ichor crystals, and there's none left in here, but it gives you these little pellets of netherite. So if we go here and we look at netherite, it gives you the debris scrap, which you then melt down and mix it with cobalt. See that? There you go. You mix it with cobalt in the refined smeltery doodad, and that makes Manulin. Now, in order to do that, we did need to get blazing blood. So as you see here, we had a mana steel cleaver, onto which I added melting and tank 2. The reason being is because we needed to go to the nether fortress here and attack blazes with that cleaver. And that then gives you blazing blood when you've got melting on there. So yeah, so we've had to do that. I've also, because this was slower than I would have liked, I've traded our water wheels for blaze burner powered steam engine. This is rather an increase in what we were doing. It's got 2 water pumps. So yeah, we are chucking out rotational force. I think, if I remember rightly, I don't have the goggles on me. Are they in this chest over here? Oh, they are. I am surprised. So if we have a look, each of these is doing 16,000 stress units, and the thing as a total can do 98. So I've got all 3 of them hooked up to, well, the super mega death crushing wheels. I'll put it this way, even with the best armor in the game, if you went in there, you would be toast. So yeah, that was just because of my impatience waiting for it to work. And other than having to put coal, so if you look here, we've got this mechanical arm doodad, which is taking coal from this depot, feeding it to these guys. As you can see, if I hover over them, they have a burn time. So coal gives them around about 900 or so. A little short. I think it's like 860, something like that. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, so a block of coal will give it 860-ish. And as you can see, we could actually make this bigger with the with what we have, you know, in terms of the 2 pumps and the 9 of those. We could make this a bit bigger. Might do it at some point, but I don't really see that it's going to be that necessary. Maybe when we get down the end of the line and we have to do some singularity stuff. But for now, this is way beyond what we need. Okay, so let's jump right back into Botania. If we just run through here a little bit, we're going to get the Lexica Botania and where we left off. So basically some mechanics we need to do. I can't even remember why I wanted... Hold on. It was feathers, because I was making the different not tablets, runes, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. I'm sure that's what I was doing. They're over here, aren't they? Yes. So rune of earth, rune of fire, rune of water are all done. You'll also notice I have a wireless crafting grid. I was getting fed up of going all over the place trying to craft stuff, so we now have wireless crafting. And that has the maximum amount of range upgrades, so I can get it even in the furthest reach of this room here. Do we need to eat something? But yeah, even in the furthest reach of this room, we can access our storage, so that's all good. So yeah, it's been an interesting little time trying to keep on track of this. I've also, along with this, I've added a bunch of tanks here because whilst using the sword, the other one in there with melting and tank, I accidentally attacked a piglin, which A turned the entirety of the nether against me, but B meant that I had blood in the sword, so I couldn't get blazing blood. So I had to come back here, empty it into a tank. So I thought I'll just leave them here. You know, it's just for now. Those tanks can do what they do. If we also look, because that sword has had severing, we've also got a couple of piglin heads, zombified piglin heads, sorry, and a couple of blaze heads. So that's just a little funky, interesting thing. And this is beyond full. So let's just drop all of this wheat into here for now. And there we go. Right, so anyway, back on with Botania. So we next needed to make the at Botania rune. So I've done water, fire, and earth. We're on to air, which is why I need feathers. So I need the purple. Well, I need carpet, feather, string, mana steel, and mana powder. So I'm just gonna get a couple of those. I think I left some mana steel over there, but I don't think it's a problem because we can always just go like this. Let's also do. Do we have Eternalist? Eternalist fuel is in this pack, so it might be worth looking into that. We're also going to need to start looking into EMC because stuff like that is expensive. So I'm just going to drop some of those in there. Let our flowers keep making some more. Might as well just throw all of this stack there like that, just so they keep producing, you know. And then we'll get just a bunch of mana steel for now. Again, might as well, right? Cool. So we needed, where were we? Botania. And it's runes that we're making. So, air. Ah, yes, carpet, feather, string. So, now we can carpet and feather. This was the one reason why I made the severing sword, so I could take some chickens out and slay them. So carpet, feather, and string. Okay, and then we need living stone as well. Living rock, sorry. Which is a good point. I might as well put some more of this on to make. So, stone. There we go. Right, so let's get on with this, shall we? Finally. So we have everything we need, I believe. Yes, right, so one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you, and one of you. We don't have the rod, the wand of the forest. Where have I put my wand of the forest then? Is it in here? No. Okay, where have I put wand of the forest? In there, yes. Okay, that makes more sense. So one of those and a right click. There we go. Now we should have, yeah, rune of air. Okay, let's keep going. Let's make some more runes, shall we? Just while we're at it, because I don't really know. Still, not too heavily familiar with this pack. So let's go here. Right, rune of air, rune of spring, which is a rune of fire, a rune of water, some wheat, and 3 saplings. That's a lot. Let's do this. Cool. That'll do for now, and then we go. Hang on. So we need saplings. I don't know if it was specifically birch it had to be. They were just the ones that I saw on the thing. And then the other thing was wheat. That was it. Sorry. Miles away. There it is. I see it. Okay, so wheat, 3 saplings, and then it was fire and water. Yeah. Check me out. Spring. Oh, and it gives you the fire and water back. That's cool. Okay. Right, spring. So next would be, I'm guessing, summer. Botania, rune, spring, summer, yeah. Then there's also autumn, winter, mana, lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera now. I'm going to finish making all of those runes, and I'll be back with you after that, okay? Cool. Okay, and there we have it. So, chugging through mana at this stage. But we have now got all of the runes completed. So that's a big step, I think, in terms of making any progress in this mod. Pretty sure. I'm not, like I say, I can't be certain. But anyway, I have turned this down before this episode just because these can be ridiculously loud. So, next thing I'm going to be having a look into is, well, firstly, I want to just clear our quest book. We've got a lot going on here. So, nether dungeons, for which I got a cobble gen tier 4. Pretty sure I already have one of those. Wireless grid. It's got me a flux controller. That's cool. That's actually really cool, if I think about it. That is like the first step into wireless power. Wireless crafting grid got me a vile sword. Already had one, I want to say. I can't remember. Building gadgets. Yes, I have built a building gadget, for which I get a tempad, which then completes the quest for tempad. And then that gets me another botany pot. In create, yes, I made a steam engine, which has gotten me an illuminant column. Don't know what that does. Maybe we'll find out later. And then I also made that boy, which got me a crafter tier 3. Cool. So let's put some stuff away. Because, yeah, the exchanging gadget is the one that I made so far. Botany pot can go away. And then this boy can go away. Now, this tempad is so cool. If any of you have seen the TV show Loki on Disney Plus, this is literally what they use to get around in that. So if I take a coordinate, a random coordinate, let's go with Let's go with here where I've already completed this dungeon, just so I know it's safe. So minus 274, 60, 61. Okay, and then we go into here, go options, we can select our color. We'll just set it to blue, because why not? Run program, so select location, add new location. That will add this location that we're currently at. So let me go and get to where I want to be, and I'll show you how this works, okay? Right, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so here we go. We are here at, you may recognize this. This was the first dungeon that we severely struggled with. And now if we just hop on through here, it is completely empty. Yeah, I finished the dungeon and got it all safe, all that jazz. And yeah, I mean, there's still a bunch of stuff in here that I haven't taken out just because, if I need stuff like those cold silverfish hearts, scales, sorry, I can come back for them. I mean, the salisberries I'm actually just going to take with me now, because you might as well. But, like, a couple of hoppers there, not really needed. I will take those, actually, thinking about it. Tomato seeds, we will take them. Rabbit heart. See, this is what happens when you go back and you look over something. Is you find stuff that you should have taken all along. But anyway, enough of the digression in what I was saying. What you do, now that we are here, if we just plop ourselves here, that's our main entryway anyway. Open this boy. And then you go run program, new location, and then we're going to title this first dungeon. And then hit add location. So now if I use this one, obviously this is bound to our home location. Now you can do it with this system using these boys. There is a matter receiver. You have to be in wireless power to be able to do that one. Whereas with this, you do not. We go run location, first dungeon, teleport, and oh my gosh, look at that. It's not going to let me teleport now because it needs 3 minutes. You do have to go into it quite quickly. But that doorway that opened up is exactly like what they use in Loki to travel through space and time. So, I'm going to wait the 3 minutes. I'll come back to you and I'll show you exactly how it looks. It is freaking awesome. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay, and there we go. So, it is fully recharged. As I say, it just takes 3 minutes and then it's ready to use again. It doesn't actually need power or anything like that. So, let's go back into it. We go run program, first dungeon, teleport. And there we go. And look, that was so cool. Yeah, the little things in life that make you happy, hey? But now what that means is I can set up destinations for like here, 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 here. Any destination we want to go to, I can just set it in the tempad. And we can automatically whoosh ourselves there. How awesome is that? Anyway, moving on. We were in the middle of doing stuff. So let's carry on. So let's just dump the excess stuff that we don't want. I found another alchemical bag while I was there, which puts us on 4, I want to say. No, 5, sorry, because we already have 3. So that's 5 alchemical bags we now have, which is just crazy. Considering how much storage space that they give you and it's portable, that's just nutso. Let's dump the rest of this coal over here. Coal, I have found out, is not a great fuel source for this. But then again, it's not the best of fuel sources for anything, right? So it is what it is. Right, let's grab up our Lexica Botania. And we should be able to see some other stuff. So, Mana Steel Equipment, Assembly Halo, Horn of the Wild, Living with Bow, Mana Blaster, Mana Weave Cloth, Mana Weave Halo. Okay. There's some interesting stuff here. I don't know what any of it does. Rod of the Lands, for example. Let's have a look at this. The Rod of the Lands is a simple tool by drawing mana from the user's inventory, sourced from a mana tablet or similar. It can conjure a dirt block and place it in the world. For the same mana cost, this item can provide dirt to the Rod of Shifting Crust. This rod can be given to a Living Wood avatar. An avatar holding this rod will periodically use its own mana to place a block of dirt before itself. Okay, so it's a way of automating, what, crooking of mana, I guess? It's just weird. But I guess this is all stuff like Rod of the Seas, I'm guessing. Yeah, a block of water. Okay, it makes sense. Overgrowth seed is an elusive item. Unfortunately, no method of actually creating these elusive seeds is known. They have, however, allegedly been spotted by historians in ancient structures. Okay, whatever. Let's ignore that for a bit. Let's go to challenges. No. Generating flora. No. Functional flora. Modulating delay. Flower shrinking. There was something I wanted to try here. Mystical items. Okay. Mana Star, what's this? The imprecise measurements of the wand of the forest sometimes won't cut it for telling if you're turning a profit or loss in your mana pools. Creating a Mana Star and placing it next to the pool will have the flower shine red if there's a loss or blue if there's a profit. The measurement updates every few seconds. Great, cool. Okay. That's interesting stuff. Trinkets and accessories. Now I know that this is something that is useful out of here. So the Cirrus Amulet. I actually got this from a reward, believe it or not. The Cirrus Amulet is a trinket that can be worn in the amulet slot. Its wearer is granted the ability to double jump, the second jump negating all vertical momentum and thus damage from falling. Band of Aura. Is a variant band of mana. Instead of storing mana, it generates a slow trickle of it when equipped and stores it in mana containing items in its wearer's inventory. Okay. Band of mana. Benevolent Goddess's Charm. Defensive trinket that's worn in the charm slot. When worn, it uses mana to prevent explosions in its wearer's vicinity from damaging any blocks in the world. Okay, that's cool. Ring of Kodata, Ring of Correction, Ring of Magnetizing, that's cool. Ring of Mantle, Snowflake Pendant, Sojourner's Sash. What does this one do then? Traverses lots of terrain, sometimes proves to be a hassle. It's a belt that when worn uses a trickle of mana to buff its wearer's movement speed, jump height and fall damage resistance. It also a non-sneaking wearer to step up one block high gaps as if they were stairs. Okay, cool. The Spectator, Tiny Planet, Third Eye, Tectonic Girdle. Okay, interesting. What's the Snowflake Pendant do then? Trinket that's saturated with freezing energies. Any nearby still water blocks near its wearer's feet will be temporarily frozen into ice. Said ice will melt short. Okay, I guess that's useful if you're playing in an open world, I guess. Maybe? Provide a haste effect to its wearer. Note that the trigger mana is used while the wearer swings their arm or equipped item for anything, including. Oh, okay. So it's basically like having a beacon. That's cool. Third eye. Okay. Is an sensory aid of sorts. Do you mean? I don't know if that's right, but anyway. When worn in the body slot, it uses mana to cause nearby mobs to glow, making them visible even through walls. That's cool. That's wall hacks. I like. Cosmetic trinkets. So you can make a black bow tie, a puffy scarf, red glasses. These are cool. A witch pin. 4-leaf clover. So these don't actually do anything. They're just... Okay. Mana seer. Okay. Don't really know what else you're supposed to do. Blaze mesh, decorative glimmering. Right, okay. I'm not sure what more there actually is to do that we're going to need from this mod. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick a pin in that, bloop, and we'll come back to it another time. For now, let's look into... I'm going to look into starting the process of getting towards EMC. Okay, so if we look at... let's just look in our quest book at how we get into Project E. Yes, energy condenser, I believe is where we want to start. I believe. Wow, that just one shot. Okay. Yeah, this has 14 attack damage, this sword as well. And I've added sharpness and sweeping edge. And it has insatiable. So he's pretty strong. But yeah, so hang on, let me have a look. So we want to get into the energy condenser. That's where everything starts. In order to do that, we need a crystal chest. Easy enough. Dirt chest 9,000. Again, easy enough. Red matter block. Okay. Alchemical chest. And a dark matter block. So let's have a look. We have dark matter. Do we not have red matter? We do. We have 3. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see 4. Or more. Okay. There's another dark matter block there. A ball. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So, how do we make red matter then? Red matter is made with a turnless fuel, which is a philosopher's stone with Mobius fuel, which is a philosopher's stone with alchemical coal, which is a philosopher's stone with coal. So how do you make a philosopher's stone? You need to start with a nether star. Okay. And obviously we all know how to get a nether star. Right. So, for that then, we need wither skeleton skulls. Okay. I mean, we could go through this method. Right, so I need to find wither skeletons. Right, what I might do is create a dark room. Right, so that's going to be our next step, is setting up a hostile mob farm. Automated, protected, we don't have to worry about it. It'll have its own storage system and everything. And that will be... in the wall somewhere. Running out of options. What I'll do is... Okay, so I need that staircase. Stuff behind here. Nice new pretty room. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go through the wall here. Block up this staircase. Yeah. So we go through the wall here somewhere like that. And then we'll create a long corridor off of which I will make different rooms because we are running out of space. So yeah, we'll go through here, make some more stuff. So let's just check I've got everything I'm going to need. That one, yes. And that one. Okay, so I do. I don't know why I had to check that. It was already there. We also need some dynamic edge lights. I'm just going to create... Oh, convert... Sorry, all of them to top. Because that is what we need. So this does 5 by 5, yeah? So to ignore this wall, I need to go 1, 2, 3. So that one's going to be the middle one there. Like that. Okay, we knew that was going to happen. That's fine. Yay! This works. Okay, and then what we can do is we can just exchange and gadget all of the stone for stone brick. I didn't do too badly there. Considering I just wanted to get these placed up really quick, I missed what? 5, and then misplaced 1. I call that a success. Right, so long corridor achieved. Now we just need to fill that staircase in, get rid of all of this cobble, which is easy enough. Okay, and then, as I said, exchanging gadget to get rid of the stone. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to end the video here with our long corridor now in place. I'm going to get it converted into a nicer looking corridor. Get it all ready to go, and we're going to start the next episode with creating a automated mob killer. So today has been our first real dive into the later stages of Botania. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Obviously, we will be doing a lot more in the future in terms of progressing through this pack. So make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss any of it. Also, it means a lot to me if you go down below the video and give it a like. Also, drop down into the comment section below, and if you've got any hints, if you've got any tips, if you've got any feedback for me, drop it down there so that I can read it. I do my best to reply to every single comment that I get on these videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, and peace out. Bye!